Hey guys, it's your girl Beauty by CD. Thank you for staying tuned. Today I'm going to talk to you about at-home frontals. I'm going to put you onto a couple of things that you may not already know on the goings-on of wearing a frontal. Alright, so when you first get your frontal wig, if you didn't already have it customized, bleached, curled, everything 100%, then here are some things that you have to do. So for me, I am going to show you how you can pluck your own hair if you choose to. Customization can be done really, really well, or it can be done really bad. If you try this at your own leisure, it's going to require you to have a lot of patience. So here I'm showing you how I pull the hair back, and I am going to thin out the I'm going to thin out the hairline. When you get a frontal, most of the frontals are always not plucked. The hairline is very deliberate, and what I mean by that is very like zigzag. You might have a widow's peak, you might have like edges that are like really outrageous, very hard lines, and that's not how our hair is. Here I'm going to show you how I'm kind of pulling at it and I'm plucking at it, and I'm doing this by first wetting the hair. So you should go get a water bottle and spray that baby hair down, or if this is a wig that you want to wet, go ahead and wet it and make sure the front is all wet. So you can go ahead and tug and pull at your baby hairs, pulling right behind the line of where I pulled it. I'm going in the front, in the back, in the front, in the back, not staying in one area for too long because you don't want it to look like you have bald spots, and this is what can happen. So I'm just going to do a little bit, even though the hairline can take a long time. I kind of like it dense because I don't want to thin out the hair too much, and then I don't have like the fullness, the big hair that I like. So take your time and pluck. It's going to take a really long time. You can't rush through this. If you rush through this, you're going to rip the lace, and you're going to cause damage once the lace is ripped. It's not really much you can do. You may be able to add some more lace, or if you are a hair professional, you might be able to re-ventilate in that area, but it's going to cause you problems if you rip the lace because of plucking. So you want to take your time and, pull the hair forward and pluck the hairs out just a little bit, not too much. And then you want to pull the hair all the way back like you're snatching it in the ponytail, and just check to see how it looks. You're going to do this over and over and over. People who can wear frontals, I would say, are like stylists, reality TV stars, celebrities, regular consumers. I think you guys are under the misconception that when you see the videos and, the flyness of a frontal on Instagram or, YouTube, it kind of makes you feel like, you can achieve the world, and having a frontal, you can achieve a lot because it's great for people who have alopecia. If your edges are not that thick, it's great for that. It's great for hair replacement. It's great if you want another look, color your hair. You don't want to do it. Let's say if you want to be a blonde, you can achieve this all around, but it requires you to have a lot of work. Frontals have to be touched almost every day. If it's a sew-in, you can probably get a frontal to last 2 months, but that's definitely with a check-in at your to your stylist, where she's going to help you kind of just like put the tension back in, because once the tension's gone, it's going to slide back. And not to mention, the lace itches underneath your braids, so you're going to want to itch it, and it's going to irritate you. That might cause another problem. So in the front, you see that I've added the baby hairs, and I'm just doing them that long for now until I go back in and I customize further. So I'm curling the hair. You want to curl your hair all around using a barrel iron. This is a FHI curling iron that I got from the hair show. So I'm just curling that all over, and then I'm going to pin it so that way it stays. When you curl hair with a curling iron and it's hot and you let the hair go too soon, those curls are kind of like just dangling with the heat at the end. But if you curl it while it's hot and then you roll it up into this big pin curl, the heat stays on the curl, and it's kind of like you just got to wrap and set, or roll a set I should say, and then the curls just last longer. So do these big pin curls. They don't have to be small and like 1,000 of them. Just do big ones, Or you can curl the hair all over first, then go back and do the pin curls, and then spray it with some holding spray and just leave it for a few minutes or an hour or whenever you're going to use it again. So this is just another step on how you can get your frontal to have a certain look. You want to make sure that you curl it. This is a straight frontal, 22 inches, 3 bundles, so 22, 20, 18, 16-inch frontal. This is a medium cap. I did it on a spandex cap, and I used a medium mannequin head because you want to make sure that it's true to size. I know that I'm a medium, so I used it on a mannequin head that's medium so that it pulls and has that tension. Next, I'm going to use this elastic band. So having an elastic band helps you to get the snug fit that you would need. The spandex cap is going to give you a nice fit, but if you add a elastic band, it kind of helps with that extra fitting, and you're going to do this on both sides, like right behind the ear area, to help it give you like that pull down. And you'll see what I mean when I put it on. It's just an added security. You can add one clip to the back of your head, but this is going to be a glueless unit. So meaning it has nothing to hold it down other than it having a spandex cap, and you can add some clips. So since I did not bleach my knots, I'm going to show you guys how I go ahead and give you the illusion of it being bleached. So I'm going to take foundation, and I use some concealer, nothing specific, but if you want to know, I use Naked, and I use a little bit of NARS. So you make it lighter than your skin tone, and you just kind of paint it underneath with a brush, and you want to make sure it's a foundation brush. Then I go back in with a light color powder, and I mute it. So I kind of dry it out and make it look not so wet and not so bright. And this actually does stain the lace, so it gives it a nice staining. Next, I'm going to put this spandex cap on. Actually, it's a wig cap. And you want to be careful with the wig caps that you get, because if it's too yellow, it's going to look very bright underneath your wig. So I'm using a beige one, which gives me a nice little color pop. And as you see, the lace melts into my skin. So if you didn't see the lace there, you would have just saw it was hair coming out. See what I mean by the hair on the sides? Like the band goes all the way around, the frontal goes all the way around. So what you have to do is make it work for yourself. Behind the ear is usually the problem area, because frontals again are not made for one person. It's made to work for millions of people, so that's why you get this customization. And behind the ear usually gets pulled back, so that's why you have to pull it forward and just kind of make the illusion. So this is the result of my curl set after I take it out. And what I'm doing here is I'm teasing it so that the curls hold a little longer. You want to make sure you tease it and you back comb it so that it just stays better. I pulled my hair upside down, and I'm teasing the back just the same. I'm just making sure everything gets teased. I didn't comb out the curls. What I did was like tease them first, and then I'm going to pull my hair back towards the top, and boom, voila, I got big voluptuous curls like I sat underneath the dryer for hours, and I didn't, but it looks like it. So now I'm going to cut this excess lace off. You want to make sure you don't cut right on top of your hairline. You want to cut slightly be in front of it. Behind the ears, the same thing. You might want to leave a little flap for behind the ears, because that's going to be like your hair lay down, if you will. That's where the hair is going to lay down to create this illusion. Use the powder to kind of blend away your lace demarcation. You will have your lace there, and it will show if you don't camouflage it. So, you know, I don't know if you guys know that. You may leave the salon looking one way, but you have to go home and do this. If you sweat, it's going to come off a little bit. So in the mornings before you leave, you want to make sure your baby hairs are laying down. Everything is pulled forward and not pulled back. Use Barbie pins if you want to keep it down, or you can use glue. A lot of people use Got2b gel. I'm using the Got2b gel here to kind of set the baby hairs down and to give it a little bit of a hold, but you want to make sure you blow dry this so that it sticks, or just use some tape. I'm blow drying it, but I don't really like the wet look, so I'm going to blow dry it until it gets a little tacky and sticky, and then comb it out. So you'll see that I'm constantly combing it out and brushing it out. I even wet it a little bit with some detangling spray just to kind of remove some of that stick, because I don't want the hairs to look too plastered down. So here it is, the hair's a cut. You want to have that little sideburn action right there. That's if you like it. If not, then you just bring it down shorter. I don't mind it that way. I feel like it adds to the beauty of this frontal. So I decided to just keep it that way. I can always tuck it behind my ear, but you want to make sure that you always have enough hair. I'm doing a side part. You can do as many parts as you want with a frontal. That's the beauty of it. You have like unlimited partings. It's very versatile. You can do a very deep flip over, side part, middle part, high bun, back bun, full bun, like I'm going to show you how I'm doing it here. So I'm going to pull my hair all forward in just a moment. But first I'm going to show you that I can do a middle part. And it's up to you if you want to pluck your parts. I didn't pluck this part because this is a unit that's going to be sold. So if you guys are interested, hit me up in this wig. I'm a wig maker in Brooklyn. So let me know. So now I'm going to show you how I pull up my hair. So again, this is a straight Remy wig, and it was pretty easy to pull up once the hairs was up. All I did was brush it up in the back and use a like a scrunchie to pull my hair up in one. The hair will move and bunch, so you want to make sure you are not too forceful. I'm going to use a clip to kind of keep it up. The excess lace in the back, you can tuck it underneath the spandex cap and use a bobby pin to tuck it in. That's what I did just for this video, and I'll probably cut it later. And then you just like have to make the illusion that your hair is laid down. You use your baby hairs, you use your gel, you do whatever you have to do to make it, to achieve this look. And once you do, it'll be very flawless and believable. Make sure you pull that back cap down as much as you can, as much as possible, so that the kitchen's not showing. That's on my kitchen, showing just a little bit, but it's all good. And as you can see, the hair and the lace blends right into it. It's up to you how short you want to cut those baby hairs. You can always pull it back into the hairline so that you don't have baby hairs, but I like the baby hair look. It's all good. So that is it on that part. I wanted to show you guys that you can put this hair up in a ponytail. You can do a high bun or a one bun on the top with the back out, as you see here in this look. Again, you have a lot of options. This is 3 bundles in this hair, so I did have a lot of hair in it to make it look like this, and it's totally up to you how much hair you want. But again, I wanted to show you guys that this requires a lot of maintenance, and you can do a lot of different things. If you want to change your hair color and be a blonde, you can definitely do that. Frontals will allow you that flexibility. So here is a top knot, real easy and simple, and it doesn't have to be hard. I like soft looks. So I wanted to show you things that you can do with your frontal and just kind of talk to you quickly about frontals, the maintenance of it, and what to expect from it. I hope you enjoyed this video. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to my channel. Leave me any questions that you may have. And don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to my channel, Beauty by City. Thank you guys. See you next time.